right, we're back. Brandon, we are reading the rosters for Pacific Grove.
Yep, we just got the intros for the Pacific Grove Breakers here.
You want to ahead and read the names, Brandon?
Just give me one moment, just pulling these up. Their starters for the day. Looks like we've got number 4, Gabriel Valencia. Number 23, Sergeant Sartung. We have, let me see, sorry to get hard to get a good angle with players on the court at the moment.
Yeah, 23, 4. But it's hard to see the other ones, yeah.
Waiting for them to turn, but I'm presuming number 1, Andrew Nimri is also going to be a starter in that game. Number 3, Manzil Budel. And number 24 is the final starter, Mr. Wyatt Coe. And for the Wildcats, it looks like we're going to have, we've got number 2, hold on, give me one moment. Number 2, Ami Martin is going to be their starting guard. Number 24, Franco Baca Carlos is going to be one of their starting forwards. Number 1, starting guard, Max Aceves. And number 32, give me one second, number 32, Anthony Tino Rasso. And the final starter for the team is going to be number 11, Isaiah Gonzalez. And here we go. Looks like we're getting ready for the tip in this Gavilan League play game today. Wildcats and Breakers tipping off. We've got Tino tipping off. And looks like we might have to have a re-jump there. What's the call on the court? The call on the court is going to be Wildcats ball, winning the jump there. And we've got Martin inbounding the ball here, getting the ball into Gonzalez. And Ami is going to get the ball, set up the play, top of the key. Swinging the ball to Baca Carlos. Baca Carlos giving it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to get the ball to Aceves. Max working on the left wing. About 15 seconds on the shot clock. Martin driving. Nothing. Max, about 10 seconds on the shot clock. Getting the ball in to Isaiah. Pounding down low, reverse layup is off. Rebounded by number 1, Andrew Nimri. Getting the ball up to number 4, Gabriel Valencia. And a turnover there on Sergeant Sartung. Wildcats will be inbounding the ball on the back sideline here. Once again, same as that JV game, we're seeing a bit of that man-to-man full-court press by Pacific Grove here. Ami Martin getting a full head of steam, spinning down the lane, giving it to Gonzalez on the three-point line. Back to Martin. Looks like Bailey's giving Martin a play instruction here, calling the play, getting the ball to Isaiah. Mid-post, getting the outside of three-point line, getting it to Baca Carlos, top of the key. Max on the right wing. 10 seconds on that shot clock. Gets stuck, driving, and blocked. Blocked by Andrew Nimri on that layup. About 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Tough possession for the Wildcats. Looking to figure something out in this last 5 seconds here. Aceves wrapping. 4, 3. Driving, floating, and it's off. But tipped back in by Aceves. Max getting it to go either way with a hard tip there. And we've got number 4, Valencia, bringing the ball down. Foul. Foul's going to be on number 2, Ami Martin. Nimri inbounding the ball. Three ball. Good to go by number 24, Mr. Wyatt Coe, getting a 3-ball to go. 2 to 3. Tino Razzo being found on that layup. Good to go. Give the Wildcats back a 1-point lead. Number 3, pump faking, giving the ball back to Andrew Nimri. Back to number 3, 3-ball. Good to go. Manzil Pudel for 3. And turnover by the Wildcats. Breakers getting the ball back here with a 2-point lead. it looks like for varsity, the boys are going to be putting a press right back at Pacific Grove here. Trying to apply pressure and a turnover. Giving him pressure. Max floating off. Rebounded by Razo. Razo going up. Blocked by the Breakers. Number 4 getting the rebound. Gabriel Valencia pushing it a little bit. Getting number 3. Manzil. Number 1 off the hop. Getting the ball to number 23. Surgeon driving. Floating. Can't find anything. Gives it back to number 3. And top of the key, we've got Gabriel Valencia working. Double team coming. Martin. Razo and Gonzalez both collapsing. Foul on the play. Looks like they're shooting 2 shots.
Different dynamic in this game versus JV.
Already Pacific Grove's attacking really hard from the jump, getting 2 threes to go. Obviously Pacific Grove spacing wise, shooting is being really elite in that sense. Pacific Grove getting the ball in here. Andrew Niemery working. Mid-range jump shot off the spin. Off. Rebounded by Baca Carlos. And we got Ami Martin slowing the tempo down a little bit. Getting into their half-court set here. Working the ball to Franco. Working out of the right side. Max, the whole right wing to himself. Martin on the wheel action. Getting the ball to Tino. Back to Baca Carlos. Baca Carlos for 3. Off, rebounded by Martin. Getting a full shot. Oh, 10 seconds on shot clock. No rim. Max missing the 3 ball. Rebounded by the Pacific Grove Breakers. Surgeon working against Martin here. Inserting the ball to Andrew in the high post. And 1. Oh. Looks like the call's going to be on the floor. Shot is not going to count. Looks like the call is going to be on Mr. Tino Razo. And we've got a sub coming in. Number 23, Andrew Aguilar coming in for Tino Razo today. Niemery inbounding there on the baseline to number 24. Back to him. Going for the layup. Missing. Rebounded by Mr. Aguilar. And Martin slowing it down a little bit. Once again, looking to get in their half-court set here. 4-6 with the Breakers leading. 3-point jump shot by Martin. Off. Rebounded by Niemery. And turnover. Stolen by Martin. Getting it back. Baca Carlos finding Gonzalez on the backside. Layup is off. But the foul on number 24, Wyatt Coe here. And Wyatt Coe with the foul. We've got Isaiah Gonzalez going to the line to shoot 2 shots. And here's the maintaining composure. Gonzalez going to the line, shooting, missing the first. All good. Maintaining composure is going to be key right here. You shoot this free throw 1,000 times. Now you got to make it. Here we go. Second shot to put the game back to 1 and 5-6. Wildcats. Gonzalez converting 1 of 2. Niemery with the. Oh, sorry about that. Niemery has the ball top of the key. Back to Niemery working on that wing. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gonzalez applying pressure. Getting the ball into 14. Missing the layup. Rebounded by number 4. Mr. Gabriel Valencia getting the board. Looks like the... And... hard to see what the call was on that play. Looks like the Breakers will be maintaining possession here. With 4 seconds on that shot clock. Looks like the refs are going to confer real quick to see, should there be a shot clock reset? Did the Wildcats gain possession of that basketball? It looks like they're going to leave them with about 24 seconds on the shot clock instead of that 4 seconds they thought. The Breakers getting the ball into Andrew Niemery here, driving to number 4, Gabriel Valencia, missing the 3 ball, rebounded by number 3 for the Wildcats, Mr. Leandro Serrano. Gonzalez, three-point attempt. Off. Rebounded by the Breakers, number 14, Cameron Navarro. Finishing the layup. Good to go there, number 4, Gabriel Valencia, getting downhill. Gonzalez has the ball top of the key. Number 11. Finding Serrano. Getting the ball to Martin, top of the key. About 12 seconds left on this shot clock here. Mid-range pull-up, off, rebounded by the Breakers, who will have the ball. Loose ball on the ground, and we got a jump ball call. And the ball will be staying with the Breakers here.
Left on the first quarter.
So we got 2:36. Really low scoring so far, 5-8 in comparison to that JV game we just saw get into a really high scoring stretch. Obviously, a really slow start from both teams. Aggressive defense. We're gonna see how it starts to kick up the ante. Valencia getting the ball in the full court, back to Nimri. Driving, finding him down low, back to Black 23. Ooh, airball shot by Sergeant Serzunk there. Rebound by the Wildcats. Aceves coming down, top of the key, looking, finding Martin. Good floater in the lane, off, and the rebound is by the Breakers. Good spin, and one for Andrew Nimri. Count it. Go to the line to shoot one to make it a three-point play. The Wildcats getting down 5-10 early here with the potential to be down 5-11. And yeah, Nimri at the line shooting one. Motions, consistent, I love it, and the free throw is off, rebounded by Gonzalez there. Also, sub-wise, missing coming into the game, we have number 25, Abraham Martinez, and number 4, Chris Agnew. AB down low, missing a layup, Abraham missing that layup, rebounded by the Breakers. Nimri working top of the key. He's about to get a ball screen. He's looking to flip the screen here. Left screen coming. Gonna get downhill. Finds the kick out. 23 driving, drawing, and the offensive foul call on Sergeant Serzunk there. Turnover by the Breakers. Ball's going to the Wildcats. Abraham inbounding the ball here to Ami Martin. Max with the ball on that right wing. We got Gonzalez in the high post looking for the high entry. Martin left wing. And we got a timeout by Bailey. Good timeout by the Wildcats, honestly. 5-10 here. You haven't gotten any offense running. Get a timeout in. Let's reanalyze the game real quick. Go coming out of that Wildcats timeout. Looks like Bailey's got something under his sleeve. Looking to probably get a quick hitting play here. Find a bucket real quick. Let's see. Isaiah Gonzalez getting the ball top of the key, giving it to Abraham. Back to Ami. About 12 seconds on that shot clock. High post entry to Gonzalez. Low post entry to AB. And the layup is off. Rebounded by the Breakers. Valencia with the ball. Left wing. Moving the ball, finding Nimri. Deep three ball. Off. And rebounded by number 4, Chris Aguilar. Looking to get downhill. Finish. Ooh. Bad finish there. Rebounded by Valencia. Pacific Grove in transition. Foul call. Ooh, black number 3. Mr. Manzil Pudel is looking to go to the line. Fouled by Gonzalez on that one. That's going to be his second personal. Rough to get 2 calls already in the first quarter. And we've got Manzil Pudel going to the line, making the first. Makes the first, and shooting the second here. Good to go. Putting it right back to 7. And checking in for the Breakers. Number 22, Ryder Camacho, checking in for the Breakers. And Max receiving the ball here in the full court. Looking to get downhill, trying to get middle. Double team comes, gets it to Martin. Martin finding Aguilar in the corner. Driving middle. Good layup by Aguilar there. Putting it right back to 5 with about 16 seconds left on the clock. The Pacific Grove Breakers will have the opportunity to take the last shot here. Valencia working against Aguilar. Spin in the middle. Down low, number 3 missing the layup. Rebound number 24 for the big 3 and off at the buzzer. Number 24, Wyatt Cohn, not able to get the 3 ball to go. And ending the first quarter, we've got the Breakers taking a 5-point lead, 12-7.
Seems like Watsonville is not finding the way.
Yes, exactly. But you also got to remember, this is Watsonville's first year in this Gavilan division. So Pacific Grove being a team that's been in here, I'm pretty sure about 3 years, they are used to this, right? If they see a low-scoring game like this, they're going to adapt immediately and say, let's kick up the tempo. Meanwhile, Watsonville's not getting that ball in the basket at the moment. They're going to get up the scoring right now. A 7-point quarter is not going to work in a Gavilan division game.
Although we have to recognize that the defense in Watsonville is being good.
Yes.
So far.
Yes, Watsonville is putting a lot into the defense right now. Once again, as much as a 7-point quarter is bad, a 12-point quarter is also going to be really bad for the Breakers. I'm definitely expecting a lot more scoring in the second quarter out of both squads. The key thing for the Watson Wildcats is, are they going to be able to maintain and keep it even, or are we going to see a big scoring flood out of Pacific Grove? Let's find out here. Another 8 minutes on the clock here in the second period of Wildcats basketball. And looks like the refs are calling for the clock to be set. There we go. And here we go, live with the Wildcats. Wildcats getting the ball off the inbound here. Martin into Gonzalez. Feeding the ball down to Abraham. Trying to bully ball. Blocked by Pacific Grove. Wildcats are getting absolutely funneled by the Pacific Grove defense at the moment. Looking for a baseline out of bounds play here. Getting the ball to Gonzalez. Top of the key. Trying to get downhill. And one! Counting. Fouled by Pacific Grove on the drive. We got Gonzalez looking to go to the line to complete the and one. And checking in for the Wildcats, we got Franco Vaca-Carlos coming in for Ami Martin. And Gonzalez misses the free throw. Rebound by Pacific Grove. Good trap there by the Wildcats. Steal by Abraham. Getting the ball up to Chris. Chris finding Gonzalez, spinning, and the layup is good by Gonzalez. Getting 4 points straight there. Excellent run out of the Wildcats, bringing it back to a one-point game. That's what you needed. Like I said, getting the ball in the basket for the Wildcats is going to be the most important thing. Get the pace up. In that corner, 23, missing the three ball. Rebounded by Aceves. Looking to keep up the pace, getting downhill, finding Aguilar. Aguilar getting the ball down low to Gonzalez, swinging the ball. Vaca Carlos, top of the key, back into Gonzalez. Missing the layup, and rebound by the Breakers. Number 4, Gabriel Valencia, already in the half court. Let's see, Pacific Grove, they're blitzing him, putting a lot of pressure here. And we've got a backcourt call on the Breakers. Turnover. Ball will be going over to Wildcats. And already, just in a minute and 9 seconds of play in this quarter, the Wildcats came out with more pressure than they did in that entire 8 minutes. Quick 4-point run, resulting in an immediate timeout. They need to reframe right now. Coming out of the timeout, we should have Pacific Grove ball here. Or I think I may be wrong on that. Let's check this out. No, but it's going to be Wildcats ball. My bad. Sorry about that. Off the turnover on the backcourt, immediate timeout. We've got Martin with the ball, left wing, getting to Aceves. To Chris Aguilar, corner 3 ball, off, rebound by Nimri there. Andrew Nimri looking to get downhill, attacking Gonzalez, spinning, and stolen by Aceves. Getting downhill, swinging the ball. Oh, looks like a turnover by Aceves there. Ball's going to Pacific Grove, getting the ball down to Nimri, finishing the layup to take a 3-point lead. Number 4, Chris Aguilar on that left wing, giving it to Ami Martin. Trying to get downhill, gets stuck in the mid-range. Gonzalez, 3 ball, off. Rebound by Aguilar, getting the ball to Abraham. Got a reset shot clock here. Obviously, coach is trying to call a play there, and we've got a turnover on the Wildcats. You cannot come out with that kind of pressure there. We got a sub coming in, Mr. Bernie Astorga coming in for Ami Martin, and Franco Vaca Carlos coming back in for Chris Aguilar. And we got the Pacific Grove Breakers passing the ball in here. Number 1, Andrew Nimri. Last year was the 2nd team all-leaguer in the Gavilan Division. He's matching up against the Wildcats with their own guard of the year, Max Aceves from the Mission Division last year. Number 23, swinging the ball, Gabriel Valencia. Down low to number 14, Mr. Cameron Navarro with the layup. Taking a 5-point lead, the Breakers. Getting the ball down to Abraham. Mid-range jump shot. Off. Rebound. Oh, no rebound claimed. Out of bounds on the Breakers. Ball staying with the Wildcats. And we've got Bernie Astorga inbounding the ball on the baseline here. Getting the ball into Martinez. Abraham looking for contact. Missing the layup. Rebounded by the Breakers. Turnover, stolen by Abraham. And turnover by Abraham, stolen by Nimri. And oh my God, another turnover, stolen by Vaca Carlos. Back-to-back-to-back turnovers. Gonzalez missing the layup. Smacked off the backboard, rebound by the Breakers. Double team coming from the Wildcats. Valencia up to Nimri. Gets an in-rhythm 3 ball, missing. Rebounded by Gonzalez. And the pace on both teams here getting really high. The Wildcats electing to stop that little exchange right there, slowing down the tempo. Bernie with the ball on the left wing, getting it to Gonzalez, top of the key. Aceves, right wing. Bernie on a wheel action. Abraham getting the ball to Gonzalez for 3, off, rebounded by the Breakers. And they're just leaking out. Pacific Grove Breakers with the automatic layup in transition. The Breakers are looking to just absolutely throw a touchdown pass all the way down the court, and the Wildcats are just not prepared for that at the moment. And Gonzalez with the missed three, rebounded by Nimri. Getting downhill. Number 23, Surgeon Sartung missing, rebounded by Max Aceves. Bernie in the corner, three ball. Off, gets his own rebound. No, Vaca Carlos with the rebound. Abraham for three, off, rebounded by Valencia, the Breakers. Pacific Grove slowing down the tempo just a little bit. Getting downhill, number 14 gets the scoop layup to go. And here we go, a 9-point deficit for the Wildcats here. Pacific Grove pushing the pace, and the Wildcats are not responding to it at all. Gonzalez with a turnover. We've got subs coming in. We've got Diego Garcia and Yair Cisneros checking in for Isaiah Gonzalez and Franco Vaca-Carlos. Also checking into the game, number 23, Andrew Aguilar coming in for Abraham. Only two players staying back out of that lineup. We've got number 0, Bernie, and I'm pretty sure we still have number 1, Max Aceves. Number 3 for the Breakers. Big three ball! Big three ball to Manzil Pudel, giving them a double-digit lead for the first time in this game, getting up by 12 points. Bernie back to Max Aceves. Pull-up jump shot. Off. Rebounded by the Breakers. Gabriel Valencia working off the right wing, guarded by Cisneros. Turnover, stolen by Aceves. Looking to get in the full court. Bernie, back to Aceves. Layup is good. Put it right back to a 10-point game. Bell working out of the middle, getting it to Nimri. Three ball is off, rebounded by Bernie. Getting the ball up to Aguilar. Cisneros down the lane, stopping himself. Finding Aceves. Right wing three ball. Bang! 3 points for Aceves. Getting right back to 7. Wildcats on a tiny bit of a run here. Unfortunately, Breakers find the layup. Offensive rebound, put back, and the foul. Looks like it's going to be on Andrew Aguilar there. And we're sending number 1, Andrew Nimri, to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots today. 2:09 remaining in the second quarter before we get to halftime, and the Wildcats trailing by 7. Shooting the first, and the first is good to go. And checking in for the Breakers, we have number 11, Ethan Sanfilippo. Checking in for number 14, Mr. Cameron Navarro. And it looks like we have number 23, Surgeon Sartung, looking to check back into the game for Andrew Nimri. Unfortunately, missed the free throw, so he's going to have to wait to check in. Rebounded by Valencia, though. Valencia teeing up for 3. Bang! 3-point shot attempt, putting him up by 11 points, 27-16, just inside the 2-minute mark. The Wildcats are going to need to get something going here. Bernie, give me 3. Off air ball, rebounded by Aguilar, but it's a turnover. The Breakers looking to get in the transition. They've got numbers. Number 3, Mr. number 11, Ethan Sanfilippo. Giving the ball to number 3, top of the key, off, rebounded by Nimri. Missing the layup, rebounded by Yair Cisneros. The Wildcats will get possession of the ball right inside of the minute-and-a-half mark. Aceves to Cisneros. Obviously trying to calm down the offense, saying, look, we need to get a good engineered shot here. Max, top of the key, Cisneros, driving left side, seeking contact, missing, rebounded by Nimri. As much as he's their lead guard, he's been rebounding down low like an absolute monster. And we had a foul in the full court on Yair Cisneros. Looks like that's going to be his first personal foul on the day. And number 23, number 24, Waiko and Surgeon Sartung checking in for 22, Ryder Gamacho, and number 1, Andrew Nimri, seeing his first break of the night tonight. And on the Wildcat side, Bernie's coming out of the game. We got number 3 checking in for him. Leandro Serrano checking in. Missed layup by the Breakers. Rebounded by Cisneros. Max Aceves working out of the right slot. Driving middle. Left hand finger rolls. Good to go. Back to single-digit game. 27, Breakers leading. Valencia working out of that right slot, trying to get downhill, blowing by, finishing with the finger roll, putting it back to double digits. No matter what the Wildcats do right now, they cannot break this double-digit lead of theirs. And it looks like the Wildcats may elect to get the final shot here with about 19 seconds on the clock. This is Neros analyzing out of the left. Max on the right. Circle action by number 3. 9. 8 seconds. 6. 5. Osimus fouled on the drive with about 4.5 seconds left. Honestly, a good foul by the Breakers there. Saying, look, they see Max going downhill. No reason to let him get downhill and take that layup. 4.5 seconds. They don't think he can create a better shot than that here. Let's see what the Wildcats do. Garcia inbounding on this baseline with 4.5 seconds left. Osimus. Turnover on the Wildcats. Looks like he was going to try to gather and get the shot immediately on the catch, and he's unable to. Breakers with 3, 2, and 1 in the corner. Doesn't get the shot off. Number 11, Ethan Sanfilippo missing the 3 ball. And going into halftime, we've got the Wildcats trailing by 11, 18, and the Breakers with 29 points.
No, the top one. We'll be back after the halftime. 10 minutes. right, we are 1 minute before the second half of this game against Pacific Grove and Watsonville High. The score is 18 to 29. Pacific Grove is ahead with 11 points up.
Yep, and so far for the Breakers, looks like number 3. Give me 1 second to pull that right back up for you guys. I just had it written down for you guys. Number 3, Manzil Pudel is going to lead them in scoring so far with 6 points. And the leader for the Wildcats, number 1, Max Aceves with 9 points so far in the first half. Story for the game, Wildcats need to start getting some buckets up. We saw a rough first quarter out of both teams, 7 to 12. The difference in it was that the Wildcats just couldn't bounce back in the second quarter the same way the Breakers did. They're going to need a big third quarter here to try to convert and change this game up. And we got the Breakers coming in off of halftime. Nimri working on the right side, fighting Valencia. Valencia left wing, back to Nimri, getting downhill, and stolen by Gonzalez. Looking for Aceves. Aceves with the layup, good to go. Putting this game right back to single digits. Nimri working against Vaca Carlos. Martin. Nimri, 3-ball. And we got an offensive foul on that. Illegal screen on the Breakers, number 23, Sergeant Sertung. Got Martin working against a single coverage full court press here. Moving the ball, Aceves versus Nimri. Down to Gonzalez. Turnover, stolen by the Breakers. Valencia finding Andrew Nimri. Nimri with the layup off. Out of bounds on the Breakers. That's a bad, easy layup to miss there. If you're the Breakers, you gotta convert it. And if you're the Wildcats, you're thanking everything that they missed that layup. Aceves taking the right lane here in the full court. Getting to the middle of the court. Getting the ball to Gonzalez off a horn set. Tino Razzo to Vaca Carlos. 3-ball. Off. Rebounded by Nimri. A rush 3-point shot instead of looking for a layup there. 24 getting a wide open one. Off. Rebounded by Martin. Back-to-back 3-point attempts on both teams there. Don't know if that's the best strategy for either of them, but here we go. Martin working on that right wing. Finding Vaca Carlos. Vaca Carlos spinning. And we've got a travel on Vaca Carlos off the spin move. Turnover on the Wildcats. Ball's going to the Breakers. And just to check in your lineup so far for the Wildcats, you have number 1, Max Aceves. Number 2, Ami Martin. Number 24, Franco Vaca Carlos. Number 11, Isaiah Gonzalez. And number 32, Tino Raza. And we got a Pacific Grove timeout early in the third quarter here. Most likely looking to just make a quick adjustment. They saw, look, we're not getting buckets up, and it's already been in a minute and a half. Let's call a timeout and analyze. We need to keep this scoring up. Right now, story of the game is they think they can purely outscore Watsonville, and they want to keep that up. So hopefully out of this timeout, we're also going to see Coach Bailey making a major adjustment to their scoring drive right now because they need to see some buckets go in. Otherwise, this is going to start to become a big rout. Once again, in that JV game, we saw a 10-point win, once again, because they started playing their own game rather than letting PG dictate what they're going to do. Now, we need to see the Wildcats come up with their own game, in a sense, to counter what Pacific Grove is putting up against them. And it looks like the lineup for the Wildcats will stay the same. And we are playing with these starters still from Pacific Grove. Number 1, Andrew Nimri. Number 3, Manzil Pudel. Number 4, Gabriel Valencia. Number 23, Sergeant Sertung. And number 24, Wyatt Coe. Pacific Grove Breakers will work with the ball. Fighting number 23 down low. Number 3, Manzil Pudel for 3. Good to go. Big 3-point shot on the baseline kick out. Absolutely beautiful basketball. If you're a Wildcats, you do not want to see a bucket like that go down right now. Martin working in the full court against single coverage. Getting the horn set going. Down to Aceves. Back to Martin. Aceves working out deep. Finding Gonzalez on that right wing. Matched up, driving, stuck. Aceves, leaning three ball. Off, rebounded by the Breakers. 12-point deficit for the Wildcats. You need to see a bucket go down, and the Breakers come down. Quick three ball, rebounded by Razzo. Getting the ball down to Martin here. Watsonville going a little bit of a slower pace right now, trying to just read the defense. Looks like the Breakers just throwing a simple man-to-man defense at him so far. Nothing special out of this. Razzo getting the ball in mid-post. Martin analyzing, driving, gets stuck around the free throw line. 10 seconds. Aceves, Franco Carlos, 6 seconds. 5. Baca Carlos drives, missing the layup. Rebounded by Andrew Niemery. Another empty possession for the Wildcats. Meanwhile, you got the Pacific Grove Breakers here, just upping the tempo, looking to get quick buckets here. Even if it's going to be off a risky pass like that, they really do just want to run. Puvel for three again. Off. Rebounded by Aceves. Luckily, looked like Pacific Grove was going to grab it. Thankfully, the Wildcats are able to secure that ball. Gonzalez, three ball. Off and rebounded. Oh, foul on the floor. Looks like we might have a foul call. And we got a foul on number... And the foul is going to be on Manzil Puvel of the Pacific Grove Breakers. Looks like the Wildcats are going to be able to maintain possession of the basketball due to that. Honestly, a little bit of a lucky break. Off that type of shot, you really are never expecting a foul on the defensive side. It's usually going to be an offensive holding call. Max Aceves gets blocked by Niemery on the layup attempt. Once again, right now, Pacific Grove's defense suffocating the Wildcats. You need to see something go down. Garcia checked in for Baca Carlos here. Aceves with Niemery, one-on-one. Foul call, hold on the floor. We've got a foul call on number 4, Gabriel Valencia of the Breakers. Honestly, another break there for the Wildcats. Looked like a pass that was going straight out of bounds. Saved by the foul call there. Aceves working on the right wing here. Swinging Diego Garcia, top of the key, three ball. Off and rebounded by the Breakers. And Gabriel Valencia attacking aggressively. And we got a foul on the Wildcats here. And it looks like the foul is going to be on number 12, Diego Garcia. You've got Gabriel Valencia going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And Valencia getting both free throws to go, creating a 14-point deficit for the Wildcats. Once again, 14's not going to be much, but it's going to be enough to deter the Wildcats right now. You need to get a bucket going. You've been stuck at this 20-point mark for about 4 minutes in this game. You need to get a bucket. Aceves analyzing about 13 seconds on that shot clock, spinning. You get down to 10 seconds, getting the ball down to Gonzalez. Low. And the foul is going to be on Cameron Navarro of the Breakers. Another foul on the Breakers here. Looks like that physical defense is starting to get a lot of fouls called on them, and that might be a saving grace for the Wildcats here. Maybe being able to get into an early bonus situation, exactly what you need. Diego Garcia, three ball. Good to go. There we go. Gets a bucket to go. Bringing to 11 points right inside of the 4-minute mark of this game. Niemery, he's analyzing, getting high pick and roll. Valencia looking to get downhill, drawing the foul on Garcia. And Diego Garcia picking up his second personal and second team foul of this quarter. And a good hit by Max Aceves. Great active defense there. Strong awareness. You do not want to really let that ball in right now. Valencia getting the ball in the full court. Match it up with Garcia. Sarzoon working on that wing. On Martin. In the ball to Nimri. Pump faking. Driving. Finding number 14, Cameron Navarro. One Andrew Nimri driving middle. Step through. Missing the layup. And we got a travel call. Turnover by the Breakers. Wildcats are getting the ball with just above 3 seconds left in the third quarter. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Sorry about that. Wildcats getting the ball down here. 23-34, 11-point deficit. Right wing. Oh! And an offensive foul. Illegal screen. Looks like the call's going to be on Isaiah Gonzalez. Turnover by the Wildcats. That's going to be his third personal. And getting your third foul in the third quarter is never a good sign. And for the Breakers, finally getting Andrew Niemer another break real quick. Letting Gabriel Valencia run the show a little bit. Matched up with Martin here. And we got a turnover on the Breakers off that pass. Wildcats are going to have the ball in the full court. Once again, facing that single coverage press here. Martin going one-on-one here. Trying to get downhill. Doesn't really get a full head of steam. Finds Gonzalez on the perimeter. Martin working, going left, finding Garcia. Garcia going right. Mid-range pull-up jump shot. Off and rebounded by the Breakers. Razo could not get two hands on that ball. Turnover stolen by Gonzalez. Fronting the ball to Aceves. Corner three ball. Bang! Big three-pointer to put it back to single digits. Smart timeout by Bailey here. 8-point game with 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. Slowly getting that game right back into range. With this 30-second timeout, looks like Bailey's looking to analyze their defense a little bit, saying, hey, we need to keep this going. We got to keep them on turnovers and keep producing buckets. Up. Looks like the Wildcats are putting a little bit of pressure in the full court here. Niemery getting back into the game for Pacific Grove. Matched up with Cisneros. Blocked by Razo. Great block there by Tino. Max Aceves finding Razo down the lane. Making the layup. It's good to go. And we've got a flop warning on the Pacific Grove Breakers. Looks like they're saying that was not a valid charge attempt, saying the next time you flop on a play like that, that will be issued a technical foul. Wildcats getting a great layup out of that, bringing the game right back to 6. Getting some good buckets to go. We've got number 3 checking up top, Mr. Leandro Serrano. Number 24, Wyatt Coe, 3-ball, off. And looks like it's going to be out of bounds on Yair Cisneros. Ball is staying with the Breakers. Valencia pump faking, finding him down low. Dragging Razo out of the paint. That was a genius play by Pacific Grove there. Getting him out of the paint, finding the automatic layup, putting it right back to 8 points. Cisneros with the ball in the right slot, getting to Aceves. Looking for a corner three for Garcia, unable to get it. Garcia driving middle, looking at, turning around with the extension. Nice finish by Diego Garcia there, putting it right back to 6. Number 23, Sergio Sartoon, driving. Top of the key, number 3, 23 getting the ball. Sergio Sartoon, driving right side, gets Cisneros, saved by Valencia. Double team, Yair Cisneros picking him up. Killing it there. Getting the ball in. Stolen by the Cats. Great steal there by Leandro Serrano. We got Aceves matched up with Valencia. Getting the ball to Cisneros on that right wing. With about 33 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Garcia driving middle, stuck with Nimri, and a turnover on the Cats. 28 seconds left in this third quarter. Looks like Pacific Grove is going to have an opportunity to get the final shot of the quarter here. Pacific Grove walking the ball down. Like I said, wanting this last shot, very important. They do not want to give the Cats a chance to score. Wildcats have all the momentum at this point. You do not even want to give them an opportunity to get a bucket. Right inside of 10 seconds, Cisneros picking up. Nimri driving, swinging, finding Guayaco. Gave Valencia 4 seconds. And a foul on the floor. Fouls on number 3, Leandro Serrano. 4 fouls each, 4.3 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Next foul will be bonus. And we got the Breakers inbounding on the sideline. Number 23, Sergio Sertung, fading away from 3. And that'll do it for the third quarter of this game. We've got 36 for the Breakers, 30 for the Wildcats, going into the fourth quarter of Gavilan League play. And here we go, entering the final quarter of regulation here. Pacific Grove leading by 6, but it's still anybody's game. It's Gavilan League play. You never know what's going to happen. Wildcats, the ball on the sideline here. Cisneros getting the ball into Diego Garcia. Aceves, right wing, matched up with Nimri once again. Garcia, left wing 3, good to go. Immediately right out of the huddle. Getting a 3 ball for Garcia, putting the game right back to 3 points. You could not have got a better first play than that. Nimri looking to get downhill, hands the ball off to Ko. Ko working out of the left slot here. Going to the right. Manzil Pudel. Guarded by Cisneros, and Aceves with the steal. Foul on the Breakers. Wildcats are keeping the ball here. Foul is going to be on number 23, Sertung, sorry, once again. The Wildcats inbounding the ball here on the sideline. What the heck? Man, looks like we've got a mess on the court here. We got the JV coach taking the court, trying to clean up the mess a little bit. All right, Wildcats inbounding here on the sideline, getting the ball into Razo. Diego Garcia working out in the middle here. Ami Martin. Garcia looking to find Aceves in this corner. Unfortunately, Nimri recovers, and it's still good. Even with solid recovery defense, Aceves getting a tough shot to fall. Tying the game up. Wildcats with 2 big threes entering the fourth here. Sertung looking at, Sergeant Sertung looking like he threw a turnover there, but gets saved by the foul. It looks like the foul there is going to be on Yair Cisneros there. The Breakers will be retaining possession here, inbounding on the baseline. Valencia matched up with Razo. Switching that matchup, Leandro Serrano picking him up. Serathung matching up there, driving middle, finding Andrew Nimri for three, off. Offensive rebound by the Breakers. Nimri putting it up again, off, and this one's rebounded by Tino Razzo. Looks like the Wildcats are going to elect to slow the tempo down just a little bit. And whatever Bailey told them in the middle of that third quarter, I love it. Since then, the Wildcats are on a heater. Aceves, three ball again. Back-to-back three balls for Aceves, and the Breakers need a timeout. 3 threes entering this fourth quarter. The Wildcats are on a heater at the moment. Shooting-wise, they are putting this game to rest at the moment. Taking a 3-point lead after Pacific Grove led by as much as 14. Pacific Grove obviously calling this timeout, looking to make a major adjustment. You just saw 3 threes fall for the Wildcats, and I know that is the last thing you just wanted to see, and Bailey is definitely ecstatic, looking at possibly the best exchange he could have received out of a 3-possession exchange here. 30 seconds remaining in this timeout.
Yeah, mire.
And here we go. We've got the Wildcats stepping back onto the court just to analyze their lineup real quick. We got Max Aceves, Ollie Martin, number 3, Leandro Serrano, number 32, Tino Rasso, and number 12, Diego Garcia, taking the court to face the Breakers here with 6:10 remaining. Getting a big 3-point lead for them at this point. One of their first real leads of this game. This is a perfect opportunity for them to try to take control of it. And as you can see with the student section in the gym, energy emanating from this gym. The Wildcats want this. You can hear the defense chant everywhere in this gym. Pacific Grove with the ball. Valencia driving, finding Sergeant Sarsoon. Swinging to Nimri. Nimri driving the baseline, looking, finding number 24, Wyatt Coe. Turnover by Wyatt Coe. Number 3, Leandro Serrano with the ball. Martin, 3-ball. Off. Rebounded by Aceves. Layup off. Rebounded by Razzo. Ball's on the ground. We've got Pacific Grove gaining possession of the basketball and another timeout. We got a full timeout by the Breakers, leaving them with only one timeout left for the duration of this game. Another full timeout. Looks like they're still saying we need to make a major adjustment. Whatever I just told you guys in this timeout, you guys are not executing because we're still committing these turnovers. The Wildcats are being the aggressors right now. Pacific Grove is just losing all momentum in this game. Once again, stuck at that 36 mark since the beginning of this fourth quarter, unable to get a bucket up. As you can see from the Wildcat side, Bailey had very little to say, gave him about a 25-second talk, sent his lineup out. He's trusting what the boys are doing at this point. He's like, you guys are being successful, you guys are executing my game plan. Now, it's all about pure execution and closing this game out. And just in major seeding purposes for these teams, this is going to be a big game for either one of whoever takes it. This is the 5th and 6th team in Gavilan facing each other, with the opportunity for either of them to leapfrog and take Salinas' spot after this game, and for a 4th spot, which will give them an automatic qualifier into the CCS playoffs. Nimri working against Martin here. Pressure defense out of the Wildcats. Leandro Serrano press against Valencia. Foul on Serrano here. Nimri inbounding here on the baseline. Nimri, left slot here. Swinging the ball to number 14 over here. Turnover! Jump ball! Whoa! Looks like a little bit more contact than expected off that jump ball. Looks like a little bit more contact off that jump ball than expected. Pacific Grove will retain possession of this basketball. And Niemery being forced to come off the court once again for the Breakers here. Manzo Pudel getting the ball here. Valencia working, right slot, getting a pick and roll here. Number 3, Pudel looking for a shot, can't find anything. Finding Surgeon Sartoon. 3 ball. Off and rebounded by Valencia. Long board going to the half-court line, but Pacific Grove managed to keep the ball here. 14, Cameron Navarro. 3 ball. Bank shots, good to go. The bank is open here in Watsonville tonight. Tie game with 4.5 remaining. Aceves driving middle, floater off, rebounded by Razzo, fouled on the putback. Going to the line to shoot too. Foul for the Breakers is going to be on number 4, Gabriel Valencia, picking up his 2nd foul of the game. Luckily, you're not really worried about his foul count here in the 4th quarter. With only 2, he can afford to give one out. Razzo going to the line here to shoot 2, give him a lead. Missing the first. I always say the first free throw is never really the one you want to miss. Like if you're going to miss a free throw, you want to miss the second one. But now you need to make the second free throw to give you a 1-point lead. Razzo missing both. Rebounded by the Breakers, keeping the tie game and giving them some momentum here. Gabriel Valencia analyzing the court. Looking for a high screen. Gets the switch, and the double team comes, getting to pick it up. Number 14, Cameron Navarro working. Turnover! Stolen by Ami Martin. The Wildcats get the ball back here. Martin to Garcia. Martin top of the key with the ball, driving, looking for the float. Off, rebounded by Razzo once again, going back up, fouled. Going to the line to shoot 2. Once again, another opportunity here. We got another opportunity here for Razzo to give them the lead right inside of the 4-minute mark here. And Razzo missing the first. Missing his last 3 free throws in a row. You need one of these to fall to give you that little cushion. Razzo shooting 1. Makes it, finally, giving them a 1-point lead, 40-39 here. Anybody's game with just inside of 4 minutes remaining in this basketball game. Gabriel Valencia working on the right wing, driving on Martin, looking for the kick. 14, Cameron Navarro working, top of the key. Swinging the ball, giving it back to Valencia with 15 seconds here on the shot clock. Getting the ball to Sartoon. Down low, left hook, and 1. Counting. Foul on Tino Razzo down low. And if you're Bailey, yup, he's making the decision here. He's getting Gonzalez back in. He's saying, I need more interior presence. He's getting Leandro Serrano out of the game here. He said, hey, I need another big. They're going down low. They're trying to attack us. We cannot let that happen. Pacific Grove taking a 1-point lead, a chance to make it 2 right here. Missing the free throw. Rebounded by Gonzalez. Watsonville electing to up the pace a little bit. Turnover. Ooh, thankfully the Cats get saved. Niemery goes out of bounds on that steal. 3:29 remaining here. Aceves inbounding the ball, getting to Gonzalez. Back to Max, working out of his right slot. Driving middle. Left hand lay. No good. Rebounded by Valencia. Valencia getting downhill, attacking left side, middle, hop step, gets him in the air. Layup is good to go. 3-point lead for the Breakers. Martin working off the top, getting to Aceves, right wing. And we've got a foul on the Breakers. Foul's looking to be on number 23, Surgeon Sartoon. And that will be the 4th team foul of the quarter. Next foul resulting in bonus for Watsonville here. Gonzalez, 3 ball. Off. rebounded by Aceves. Good, you need that ball right now. Down by 3 here. Garcia. And it looks like it was blocked, but still rebounded by the Breakers. We got a foul call here. Looks like the foul is going to be on Max Aceves, his second personal foul. Putting the Wildcats also at 4 fouls, meaning the next foul on either team will result in free throws. Pacific Grove here with a 3-point lead, 40-43. Once again, just to preface, this is a very big game for either one of these teams. It's going to give either of them the opportunity to try to get that automatic playoff berth for CCS. Once again, the Watson Wildcats being 5th in Gavilan at the moment. The Pacific Grove Breakers being 6th. If the Wildcats manage to win this, this will tie them with Salinas High School for the 4th spot, giving them an automatic playoff berth. If they lose, it will drop them down to 6th. And it looks like the Wildcats are electing to sub Leandro Serrano back in for Isaiah Gonzalez. And just cleaning up that mess off that foul. Obviously, you don't want slick spots. Nobody wants to see an injury because someone slips on the court. And we've got the Breakers inbounding here on the sideline just inside of the 3-minute mark. Emery working top, getting a screen, swinging ball. Wyatt Coe, top of the key, versus Ami Martin. Ami Martin putting some good pressure. Diego Garcia with great defense, tips the ball out of bounds. The Breakers keeping the ball. That's a questionable call. Looks like everyone's displeased with that call. Looked like it may have been out on the Breakers and the refs missed it, but Breakers are retaining possession here. Valencia getting guarded by Martin. Driving, snatching back. He's sizing up his defender, looking to get a reverse screen here. And the foul. Once again, bad foul on the Wildcats here. Puts them in the bonus situation. We got Valencia going to the line to shoot 2 with potential to give them a 5-point lead. And we've got rumbling from the crowd here. Valencia High School knocks down the first one. Doesn't care about the pressure in this situation. And Valencia shooting the second. Off. Rebounded by Serrano. Aceves walking the ball up. A little over 2 minutes remaining here in regulation. 4-point lead for the Breakers. You need to get a bucket here for Watsonville. Garcia getting down the middle, finding, and it's a turnover. Sorry about that. We get a turnover on the Wildcats. Pacific Grove Breakers getting possession of the basketball here. Valencia working top of the key versus Martin. Serrano trying to pick it up. Nobody picks up Nimri there. 14 gets the ball. Swing it back to Valencia. Guarded by Serrano. 15 on the shot clock. Getting downhill. Travel call on Valencia. Took too many steps. We got a turnover. Ball's going to the Wildcats. Gonzalez checking back in for Serrano here. Looks like he's trying to manage these 6 players in this game. Swapping out Serrano and Gonzalez already 3 times in this quarter. Martin using the single coverage here. Aceves, top of the key, matched up with Andrew Nimri. Gonzalez, high post. Working out for Sertoun. Layup. Gonzalez is good to go on the layup. Bringing the game right back to 2 with 1:20 on the clock. Now the Wildcats need a steal. Bailey signaling for pressure, but there's no full court pressure. And an unforced turnover on the Breakers. The Breakers just get rid of the ball, throwing it out of bounds, handing the ball to Watsonville with 1:11 on the clock. Watsonville with an opportunity to tie the game or take a lead. Martin getting downhill. And he gets fouled on the layup attempt. We're going to the line for 2 shots. Martin having the opportunity to tie this game up. And it looks like out of this free throw, we got 2 subs coming in for each team. The Breakers, Manzel Pudel is going to come back into this game, and for the Wildcats, Franco Vaca Carlos is going to check in. We're waiting for the check-in for Vaca Carlos. Martin at the line, shooting 2. Missing the first. That's a heartbreaking miss right there. You needed a make on that. Vaca Carlos checking in for Gonzalez right there. Martin shooting 1 with an opportunity to put it back to a 1-point game. Makes it. Now we've got the Breakers in the full court. Wildcats putting some full court pressure on. But where's everybody at? Pudel dribbling the ball out. The Pacific Grove Breakers are electing to slow the game down just a little bit, running some clock. Looks like they're looking to get a safe shot off here. Driving downhill, Nimri with the Euro, missing. Rebounded by Razzo. And we've got a turnover on the Wildcats. We got a turnover on the Wildcats and a foul on Ami Martin here with 38.8 seconds remaining here in regulation. And we have the Breakers' number 1, Andrew Nimri, with a chance here to make this a 3-point lead with these 2 free throws. And taking a 2-point lead, 43-45. Gonzalez checking in for Vaca Carlos. And Nimri shooting the second. Good to go. 3-point game, 43-46, with 36 seconds remaining here for the Wildcats. Aceves stepping into a 3 immediately. Rebounded by Gonzalez, getting the layup, put back to go. And it looks like Bailey's signaling for a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. 1-point game. And we're seeing a real... And with that timeout, we're in a really close game here. 45 for the Wildcats, 46 for the Breakers, 1-point game. This is anyone's game. You can tell Bailey needs this timeout. He needs his team to realize, hey, you guys are in a dire situation. You guys need a steal, and if it's not a steal, you guys are going to have to play the foul game with this team. You guys need to get this ball back. Now we're just going to see what lineup is he going to run out with, because once again, he's been switching just individual players into this lineup to try to create more defense, more offense, etc., out of these lineups. So now we're in the end game right here, 45-46 of Gavilan League play. Here we go, 10 seconds left in this timeout. And 26.1 seconds remaining. Breakers ball on the baseline. Breakers get the ball in. Pudel keeps the ball. Good trap by the Wildcats, and it's a foul. We'll let 6 seconds run off the clock. Not a bad call, not a bad call. You needed this anyways. No matter what, if you didn't get a steal here, you needed a 5-second call, or you needed a foul. So we got Manzel Pudel going to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to get up by 3 once again. And the Wildcats can let out a little breath of relief right here. No matter what, it's going to be a 2-point game at worst here. You do not need a 3-ball. You have an opportunity to take a layup and still just either take a lead or tie this game and go to overtime. Pudel at the line right here to take a 2-point lead. He makes it. Now 20 seconds on the clock for the Wildcats. The best case scenario. You have a chance to get the last shot. Down to Razzo. Reverse. Misses. 13.6. He was fouled on the layup attempt. Razzo with a chance to redeem himself for earlier. He missed 3 free throws in a row. You need both of these, and you need this first free throw no matter what. You are not in a situation where you can afford to not make this first free throw. Tino Razo shooting 2. And an air ball on the first free throw. That is absolutely the worst case scenario. Almost makes you think, is he going to intentionally miss this? But it doesn't look like Bailey's going to get any of his size in, so I'm assuming he's electing to have this be a make and hope their denial defense is enough. And another air ball! Missing both free throws. Once again, the worst case scenario, the Wildcats need a steal and they need a stop immediately. Getting the ball into Nimri. Martin trying to pick him up full court. Gets a foul on the push. 11.2 remaining in this game. And we have number 1 for Pacific Grove Breakers. Andrew Nimri shooting 2 with a chance to make it a 4-point game. The Wildcats do have 2 timeouts, so they can try to extend this game a little bit. Making the first. 45-48 with a chance to make it a 4-point ball game. And he makes it a 4-point ball game. Bailey's going to elect to not call a timeout here and roll the ball. Martin picks it up inside of the volleyball line. Gets it across half. You wanted a better inbounding spot. Not a bad play call there. 8.9 remaining. 4-point ball game. Wildcats here with an opportunity to try to get a 3-point play. You're going to definitely need an immediate bucket. You have no time to waste. 1 timeout only remaining after this for Mr. Bailey. And it makes you think, what's the Pacific Grove coach telling his players at the moment? Most likely, hey, there's 8 seconds. No matter what they score here, they cannot tie us and they cannot win it. We cannot afford to foul you. We cannot afford to foul the Wildcats on any shot they throw up. And with about just inside 15 seconds of this timeout, we've got 9 seconds left in the regulation gameplay of this game, with an opportunity for the Wildcats to make this close. We got Martin inbounding on this sideline. And they changed the clock to 9.5 seconds remaining. Aceves, 1 dribble, fade, air ball, rebounded by Razo, giving it to Max, missing the layup. And the Breakers getting the rebound and closing the game. Heartbreaking loss for the Wildcats here. Once again, going from an opportunity to take that 4th place and get that automatic qualifier. Losing to the Breakers 45-49.
That was it for the game today. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Gabriel.